Hello, I'm Noakes Schulze, Senior Partner for Customer Experience at EcoDynamics, a digital business and platform advisory firm based in Germany. I'd like to talk to you about the massive business disruption you didn't see coming. No, not COVID-19, but the twin forces of digital transformation and the platform revolution. I'll describe how digital transformation changed how we do business and engage with customers, what makes platform business models so radical, and how platform businesses took over the world in little more than a decade. I'll talk about how customer experience was largely modeled on traditional pipeline businesses and how we need to adapt our expertise for the platform era. I'll share examples of companies that have successfully pivoted from being product-centered to platform-centered. I'll describe my working model of 3 keys to customer experience for platforms. And finally, I'll give you a little hint about the future of CX. You'll see why customer experience is taking platforms where pipelines can't go. The last 10 years have brought tremendous change in the world of business. The rate of digital transformation has accelerated, streamlining operations, breaking down silos, and enabling the creation of innovative digital products and services. Most importantly, digital transformation has provided a rich stream of customer data and customer experience insights that allow us to better understand, anticipate, and satisfy customer needs. Digital transformation changes the way we interact with customers, so we get better at engaging and serving them while also becoming more profitable and competitive. It affords proactive and strategic decision-making in a time of sudden and dramatic business disruption. The theme of digital transformation has attracted a huge amount of attention from academics, business leaders, and customer experience professionals alike. The issues arising from digital transformation and how to achieve it have been explored and codified from wide-ranging multidisciplinary perspectives. In contrast, the emergence of platform business models during the same time has been largely overlooked in the CX community. That despite platforms being a force of disruption at least as powerful, if not more. In a classic pipeline business, inputs from suppliers are converted into products and services which employees deliver to customers in a well-defined linear value chain. Success depends on generating sales, operational efficiency, and an effective conversion funnel that turns prospects into customers and retains as many of them as possible for repeat business and advocacy. Customer experience as a profession developed to optimize business activities centered on attracting, serving, and retaining customers for the pipeline businesses that dominated the 20th century. But now, pipelines are beginning to give way to platforms. Instead of 4 walls and a linear value chain, we have entire digital ecosystems connecting producers and consumers with various providers and partners. A marketplace platform like Amazon can include not only the company's own products, but complementary products from other parties or even direct competitors. Customer groups can be surprisingly fluid on platforms as participants change roles or even switch sides. On Airbnb, the producers, hosts offering accommodation, can become consumers, guests seeking accommodation, or vice versa, as and when it suits them. Platform businesses upend the traditional value chain by delivering products and services in a way that creates or unlocks additional value through collaboration and exchange. What's more, the customer journey may involve multiple parties, making the end-to-end experience more difficult to manage and optimize. These are just some of the differences that set platform businesses apart from pipelines. As you know, many of the greatest startup success stories of the past 2 decades are platforms, including Amazon, Google, Alibaba, Uber, PayPal, TripAdvisor, and many other household names. Just 10 years ago, the world's biggest companies were still pipeline businesses. Today, platforms are 7 out of the 10 biggest companies in the world by market capitalization. So how did such a massive shift happen so quickly? The simple answer is that platforms beat pipelines every time. Most of the time, anyway. Platforms tend to win out due to a crucial difference in how they grow and scale. In pipeline businesses, the people and resources needed to increase revenues generally increase the operating costs as well. So businesses will tend towards linear, monotone growth. By contrast, platform businesses are the products of the information age. They tend to be digital-first businesses that are asset-light and data-rich. But their major advantage is the way they can leverage network effects for exponential growth. The more users that interact on a platform, the greater the value created, and that attracts additional users. The Amazon flywheel is a famous example of a platform growth engine powered by customer experience. It's a virtuous circle of more leading to more. More sellers and more offerings attract more customers who then attract more sellers with more offerings. The selling side benefits from market access and high traffic, while the customer side benefits from better selection and lower prices. Platform businesses are able to grow and scale exponentially because each new user increases the overall value of the platform while adding negligible marginal cost. Not every platform business was born that way. Companies can evolve from pipelines to platforms or a hybrid of both. Apple's iPhone production is a classic pipeline business, but it's the App Store that made it a platform business, connecting iPhone users to app developers and increasing value for all sides. China's Ping An began as a traditional insurance company, but has now evolved into a powerhouse platform business offering products and services across 5 digital ecosystems. Even John Deere, the world's #1 manufacturer of farming equipment, has found an exciting second life in a bold transition from venerable product-centered business to cutting-edge platform business. The company's My John Deere platform uses software products to connect their equipment and other machines with owners, operators, dealers, and agricultural consultants. Sensor data combined with historical data is shared with stakeholders over the platform to help farmers manage their fleet, improve efficiency, and reduce costs. It's a fantastic example of how platform businesses use rich data streams to create more values and generate new sources of revenue. So where does that leave us? Pipeline businesses won't be going away anytime soon, but they'll be increasingly vulnerable to platform businesses that can quickly scale as they create new markets, disrupt old ones, and find novel solutions to adding or unlocking customer value. We'll need to use customer insights more proactively now to expose unmet customer needs and drive new sources of value for our customers instead of just marketing to them. In the platform environment, our concept of who is a customer needs to expand to include all the essential platform players, such as the buyers and sellers in a digital marketplace. Both sides need to be satisfied with how the platform performs, so both can be considered platform customers in this context. Customer journeys will become much simpler and more convenient for users, but much more complicated for us to design. We'll need to work closely with developers and UX designers to ensure a seamless flow of nonlinear networked experiences, even as they include third-party providers or partner firms. Our understanding of key performance indicators and metrics will also need an overhaul. We'll need to realize that the appropriate KPIs and metrics for platform businesses are much less standardized than those used by traditional pipeline businesses. The right set of metrics for any given platform business can be highly individual because what needs to be measured depends to a great extent on the platform's core interaction, meaning the specific set of value-creating actions that producers and consumers engage in, which is the platform's primary purpose. Defining and tweaking the right metrics for a platform business really comes down to how you monitor the ultimate arbiters of platform health, interactions, and exchange of value. We'll need to accept that vanity metrics have no real place in this brave new platform world. 1 million registered users are as good as none if they are not actively using the platform. Willingness to recommend is similarly meaningless in a platform context. Platforms require active participation, so intentions have absolutely no value. If platform users don't show up to interact, contribute, or exchange value with others, then the platform will fail. Here, I'd like to offer a practical approach to platform businesses from a customer experience perspective. My working model for CX success in a platform environment involves 3 essential keys: value, usability, and trust. Value means a core interaction that solves a real customer problem. Mechanisms to capture, monetize, and reward value creation, and the ability to further evolve the offerings to better serve customer needs. Usability means an excellent user experience emphasizing convenience, ease of use, consistency, learnability, system speed and reliability, clear and simple error prevention and recovery, help and user guides, as well as platform-appropriate filtering, and matching, and communications functionality. Trust means designing pillars of digital trust so that platform participants can confidently interact with each other and exchange value. Important trust considerations must include user identification, payment verification, and appropriate standards for user-generated content, such as listings and reviews. Each of these 3 keys has an important role to play in supporting overall platform health and keeping all the participants happy. First, by attracting and engaging customers with a core interaction that speaks to their needs. Second, by offering interactions and value exchange with minimal friction to keep them active. Third, by reducing the perception of risk and enabling trusted transactions. And fourth, by generating the positive emotional experiences that help drive customer loyalty and retention in platform environments. The very best platforms achieve all of this and more. Some can foster relationships strong enough to turn strangers into distributed communities that bond and mobilize around a common purpose. My favorite example is the French ride-sharing platform BlaBlaCar, whose thoroughly modern approach to customer experience powered their entire journey from startup to unicorn. BlaBlaCar built their success on a tremendous foundation of empathy and deep customer insight that allows them to fast-track innovative solutions and release new products, even in the middle of a global pandemic. Case in point, the recent launch of BlaBlaHelp quickly attracted thousands of volunteer helpers from the BlaBlaCar community. The app was designed to connect members in need with volunteers willing to help by bringing groceries, picking up prescriptions, or other necessities. Nicolas Brisson, CEO and founder of BlaBlaCar, describes just how BlaBlaHelp came about. As a fraternity is one of BlaBlaCar's core values, we asked ourselves and our community, how could we best contribute in these difficult times? And the idea of BlaBlaHelp came up. The BlaBlaCar team has shown incredible dedication building this new app in just 1 week. Now it's over to the community to play their part. The more people volunteer to help, the more useful the service will become and the more impact we can all have as a community. The rise of platform businesses in the digital economy is an exciting development that presents us with challenges as well as opportunities. Customer experience practices evolve to align with operational excellence in traditional pipeline businesses. When the business models change or evolve, then the way that we do CX needs to evolve as well. Sharing economy platforms like BlaBlaCar are pioneers of trust-enabled, community-building customer experience. Their Dreams framework lends a structure to the creation of robust digital trust profiles that support the platform's online interactions, as well as allowing real-life cooperation and mutual aid. In conclusion, customer experience is taking platforms where pipelines can't go. In our obsession with customer experience as a business driver, we sometimes forget that CX was always about relationships. And here's where we can start to see where platforms might take us. a future where customer experience is more than just a competitive advantage, a future where its fullest expression moves the needle from transactional to relational, repairs our damaged sense of trust, and creates connections and communities that ripple into the offline world. If you'd like to know more about customer experience for platform businesses, please feel free to get in touch. I'd be delighted to hear from you. Goodbye for now.